Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the PLA podcast. I have an incredible guest here that I am so excited to interview today on the podcast. Kirti, welcome to the PLA podcast.
Thank you, Dunya. Thank you so much. And I'm really excited about this podcast.
Such a treat to have you on here. I'm really looking forward to this conversation. And I want to formally introduce you before we jump in to
Mhm,
questions and to this incredible discussion that we're going to have. So I want to give everyone in our audience a little bit of your background and your
mhm,
story. So here we have Kirti Ahuja.
mhm,
Today's guest, a regulatory affairs and regulatory project management leader with over 14 years of experience in the pharmaceutical industry. She holds certifications including PMP, RAC, CRA, and has led global submissions across IND, NDA, BLA, ANDA, and MAA filings. She has worked across organizations including AVI, biopharma, cancer research, biostatistics, Tata Consultancy Services, and currently with Organon USA. Known
mhm,
for leading cross functional teams across clinical, CMC, safety, and labeling while managing complex submission strategies and global regulatory programs. Born and raised in Bhopal, India, and educated in Hindi medium school, with early challenges in English that shaped her initial self doubt.
yeah.
Moved to the United States in 2008 after her marriage, stepping into a completely new environment with no network, no opportunities, and no roadmap, demonstrating extraordinary resilience, walking into pharmaceutical companies, knocking on doors, and asking for opportunities. This has built her career through contract roles, consulting work, and multiple career restarts, including
Mhm,
2 breaks to raise children. She founded her own practice, Kirti Consulting, before stepping into her current role. A
mhm.
deeply family centered individual, proud daughter, sister, wife, and mother who carries her family as the foundation for everything she does. She's passionate about Bollywood dance and with a dream of performing on stage in a fully choreographed production. She obviously enjoys staying active through workouts, hiking, swimming, and finds joy in traveling and cruising. Currently completing a chapter with Organon and stepping into her next evolution through the PLA, Product Leadership and Advancement Program, embodies resilience, courage, and reinvention. A woman who has turned challenges into strength and continues to rise. Kirti, welcome to the PLA podcast.
Thank you, Dunya. Thank you so much for introducing me to the public and to the audience. Thank you.
Oh, from everything I've shared, one of the
Mhm,
things that's so obvious is you're a woman who has gone all in on really educating herself, getting certified, going all and has married this with so much resilience and willingness to do the hard work, which is just so impressive, truly.
mhm. Thank you so much.
I love it. So, Kirti, I'm curious to know, if someone were to go back right before you moved to the US and had this incredible career, what do you wish someone had told you at that time?
I think I wish if I could hear from somebody else before I came to US, like how that atmosphere would be, how the community would be. Like initially, I was so hesitant to talk in front of a group of people. Like I'm being judged with everyone. Like how I'm talking, how I'm communicating with others. So that was a fear I always had in mind before coming to US, but when I started communicating with the group of people here, and they are so nice, so kind, like they let you express your feelings, your guidance, your whatever you think about the public, for the community. So I got that particular safe environment here, and then everyone was so supportive at that time. So I wish I could have heard that same thing before I came to US. Like, okay, no need to worry about your communication style, just be in yourself, like just present whatever you think, what is right, and express yourself, and just be visible with everyone. So that was the I think I could just tell here, like I could have known before coming to US.
Wow, I love this piece around visibility. And I'm sure that big, culture shock to a certain extent, even the way you work, the way you communicate, like these two different parts of the world are so different in so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd love to know if someone were to be making that move today,
Mhm.
Someone's making their move from India to the US, what is something that you would also recommend to them?
Definitely, I could just tell them, be in yourself. Just come confident. Come here. I will be here, or maybe the community will be here. So supportive, so kind. No need to worry about your any of the style. Just like whatever knowledge, skill set, and the personality you are bringing, just bring it like that, and just give this space to make you develop in yourself. So that's the advice I could just give. Don't be no need to be hesitant, and just be in yourself. That's it, I would like to tell them.
I love that piece around authenticity and to trust the process, and
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
supportive community.
yeah, trust your own voice. That's the thing I can just tell them. Trust your own voice, trust yourself. That's it. Yeah, because in the last I can say 15 years, I came here in US 2008. Since then I started working with people, with a group of teams. I joined so many communities just to get familiar with others, how just to see how people communicate here. Like I have so many role models here, like the previous colleagues with whom I worked for. Everyone, I every time I used to admire them, like how they are communicating, how they are expressing themselves. So now I think I am at the stage I can express myself. I can give my ideas, my perspective, like what I think I can give everyone to the community, I can say that. So this is the whole time I learned, that's just trust your own voice. That's it, I can say that.
Beautiful. And Kirti, so many times that we talk about this on the PLA podcast quite often is we talk about the greatest accomplishments, everything
Mhm.
that's worked well in our career, the
Yeah.
big accolades. I'd love to know, what were the biggest challenges of your career and how were they helpful to you to grow into who you are today and to have this amazing career?
I think the biggest challenge I faced, the same visibility. I was not visible to the even on LinkedIn. I was not very active that time. And then challenges. Biggest one was the communication. I came from Hindi medium school. Immediately after marriage, I came here. I did not have any professional networks. I did not have any references. So those kind of challenges I really faced in my pharma company, because my husband, he is from IT. He doesn't have any insight in the pharmaceutical field what I do, so he couldn't help me on that part. But I start as I mentioned on my just introduction part, like I used to literally knock the doors on the pharma companies, and just without any appointments, without any the call appointments calls, I used to knock their door and then tell them, ask them, do you have any openings for this particular role? So those kind of challenges I still remember, like how in the Seattle downtown there is a like one ways road. I used to go by bus from here to here. Like really, like those times are really, if I remember now, I love myself. Like how did I do those things? But the challenges, as I said, I did not have any networks. I have professional networks, any group or anything. So I started joining the communities like PMP, RAC. There is a RAPS community. I attended the seminars, training, and through those communities and like all the groups, I made a connections on LinkedIn. And right now I have LinkedIn almost 500 plus people connect contacts on my LinkedIn. So that particular part really helped me to grow what I am right now. Started so many contract roles through Aerotech, other agencies, and finally I got this full-time role with Tata Consultancy Services, TCS, and with the have Organon as a client. So yeah, that was really a great journey. I never forget all those things what I did in my past, like how I did end up with the contracts and roles. So that was a beautiful journey I had so far.
And I love the
Mhm.
willingness to go and knock on doors. And even looking
Yes.
back, you're thinking, oh my God, the resilience I had, the dedication I had for
Yeah.
it. And that's an invitation for those listening is, if you are in a particular place where you're thinking, how am I going to do it? And, I may be lacking network or opportunity or skill.
Mhm.
It's like, be willing to do the thing that no one else is willing to do, or that
Mhm.
no one else is actually doing. And it's going out and showing up and asking in person, asking directly for opportunities. And eventually it will lead you to the right place.
That is very true. Yeah. Mhm. So yeah, that was like a bigger one of the challenges I faced. But right now, just as I said, like make connections, professional network, personal any networks will really help you anyway. So that's the biggest part I can say that. And yeah. that's the reason I'm here today. And then yeah, I face all those challenges in my past.
I love it. And this is an invitation for everyone listening of joining communities to be able to expand their networks, whether
Yeah.
it's in their industry or outside their industry or in common themes of interest, even
Mhm.
to expand, their full network for all parts of their life.
That's true. That's very true. Yep. Mhm. Yeah.
Kirti, I'm curious to know, obviously we can't have a podcast today without at least aborting the topic of AI and just getting your
Mhm.
perspective on it. How has that been for you? And from your lens, how do you see it playing out?
AI definitely it's a growing so fast everywhere, all industries and everything. The pharma industry and the current field, regulatory affairs and regulatory operations. So AI is also coming in the same space. Definitely, I could see AI as a tool that really that increase our efficiency, our like all the organizing skills and everything. But I could just say that AI is a tool. It's not like decision making, that aspect what we saw. So the capabilities what I have in, like, as a professional, as a regulatory affairs professional, I can make a judgment, and I can be accountable for that particular project, for particular submissions that we are submitting to the health agencies, but not the AI is just a tool who is increasing my efficiency but not making my decision making skills. So that's the way I can see AI. But no doubt in that, AI is really powerful tool, and it's making more and more efficient every day, day by day, all the activities. But again, as AI is important, but human and then people with the skill sets are really very important on the same space. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think
Mhm.
one of the big things is being really clear that AI should not be taking away our decision-making power and our
Mhm.
decision-making rationale or critical thinking, even though
Yeah,
it's such a powerful tool that is
that is true.
increasing our efficiency.
That is very true. Yep. Mhm.
Wow, beautiful. And Kirti, I'm curious to know, a woman in pharma that comes from a completely foreign place, how has
Mhm.
that experience been?
Pharma. So I started my career in 2008 in India itself in Lupin Pharmaceutical Company. So after I graduated from my college, I got this job as a trainee. I started my career in regulatory affairs itself in pharma industry. So the step, like I the journey I started with the regulatory affairs knowledge, it was right so impressive. Like I was not really aware like what exactly the market, that what pharmaceutical companies do, how they submit their submissions, their filings to the health agencies, how agencies are reviewing and approving the drug product, and that drugs are coming into the market, and after the market, how we are maintaining their safety and efficacy, whatever we are using as a patient. So those kind of all life cycle I learned in my this career, and I'm really passionate about like how pharma companies are growing, how we are evolving with all the guidances, regulations, what health agencies are having. So with that said, like I am really passionate about this regulatory affairs job, and then all this coordinating with the cross functional teams, taking leadership, and then taking ownership of the products and submissions what we are doing. I really enjoy. And the same thing, the one that I think I can everyone is work for that, the same goal, to save more lives. That's the main goal every all pharma companies and this industry has. So I'm also working in the same direction, to save more lives, learn more, and get more experience with the all around the patients in the world. Yeah.
Beautiful. And it just goes to show where your values are. And it's so wonderful to have you in such a field, which
Mm-hmm.
actually ties really well into my next question, which is what is the legacy and impact you're still looking forward to leave behind in the world?
Oh my God. So definitely, I will like to leave that legacy, like to make a safe environment for the newcomers, like who the person that I step into the world in this US in 2008. If that time I got this particular the atmosphere what right now I am having, definitely I could have a more better position where I'm right now. But I would like to create a positive and very safe environment for the all the trainees, all the newcomers who doesn't have any more experience to this professional world. Create the safe environment so they can just step directly into in that space, and then just start showing up with their knowledge and skill set and expertise. No one bought like with they have like their unique features and the unique qualities. Everyone has that, but I can create the atmosphere where they learn more, grow more and then express themselves more and just make themselves visible in the whole world. So yeah, that's the environment I would like to create.
Oh, Kirti, I love it. And in some ways, it's so inspired by your own journey. And it's almost what you would have needed at that time that you are now creating for others, which is so touching.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. And then, as I said, apart from this all professional work, I do have a one dream. Like I love Bollywood dancing, so whenever I get chance, I can just learn like whole choreographed dance and perform on the stage, even like a solo or group. I don't mind, but definitely I would like to do that. Apart from having my all this professional and all this going on things, so that's the other thing I would like to have in my dreams.
Beautiful. And I think there's something so sacred actually. And that brings up a conversation I've never had on the PLA podcast of like the importance of having personal dreams and not just professional ones.
Yeah, that is true. So I have the personal as well as professional dreams. So and PLA is definitely is helping me out to reach my professional as well as personal goals. So I can say that.
So good. And I'm curious to know what originally drew you to a community like PLA?
The same thing, communication, from where I always just go behind on the steps. So that's the thing. And I would like the visibility. Actually, I was not very active on LinkedIn's and the social medias, was not very active to attend like face to face interviews and talking and making my own videos and podcast. And this is such a great platform, and all those things really motivated me to join the PLA. So yeah.
That's beautiful, Kirti. And for all those that are tuning into this episode for the very first time and haven't heard another PLA podcast episode, I'm going to put out a QR code. So Kirti and I have both attended this free training and it's a free workshop.
Mhm.
It's hosted directly by the founders. And I always say to everyone, even if you never hear of PLA again, attend this, you'll be blown away with the tools and the skills that you will learn within those days.
Mhm.
So for anyone who's curious and just wants a little bit more information on how to find out how to attend one of the workshops, this
Mhm.
is the QR code to be able to access that. And Kirti, you've attended the free trainings. What has been your biggest insight after the workshop from PLA?
Oh, I was just browsing on the Facebook that day, and then immediately, like it was. I remember it was the end of like December. Like I had my company shut down that time, and I was just browsing all the Facebook posts, and I saw this Vamsi's post for 5 days free workshop, and it was strike like on the like it was on the communication still, like how you present yourself, how do you become a leader. So I always wanted to become a leader, like to present to express myself like how I am, and then how can I use my skill sets in the professional world. So those kind of skill set, like I really like I was so attractive to attend this workshop. And when I attended, and after that immediately I decided to join PLA, just because I wanted to have all those skill set, like to make myself visible, to make myself a good leader, and then same thing at the same time, how to communicate better with the Brendan and with all this communication gym. So really those kind of thing made my mind I have to join the PL, and immediately I joined next day. And not even like I did not complete the 5 day workshop. I fourth day only I joined the PLA as a like full time person or candidate, or maybe family member, you can say that.
Yes, the PLA is such a great family and good for you. And I think this is something that's a testament to you and your willingness to
Mhm.
recognize when there's opportunity and go all in on your own part of the bargain, in the sense where so many of us are presented opportunities
Mhm.
regularly, but very few of us make the most of those opportunities and really milk them for everything that we can get. And
Yeah.
that's a testament to you putting in that work and being willing to get out of your comfort zone and make
Mhm.
the most of it, truly.
That was really true for my case, because I never wanted to come from my comfort zone. I always like be in that particular, in that same area with the same people with the same thing, like never post anything on LinkedIn's. But it really helped me to come out my comfort zone to the like all the professional world. So right now I feel more very confident, and then I'm really like to post videos and updates regularly. So it really helped me to grow professionally. So yeah. Mm.
What an absolute treat, Kirti, truly, and it's a privilege to have you in the
Mm.
PLA community.
Thank you, Dunia. Thank you so much.
Oh, wonderful. And for everyone that tuned into today's episode, it's been an absolute treat having you all and looking forward to having you once again join us for another episode. Kirti, thank you for your time, your
Mhm.
wonderful insight, and sharing your wisdom with all of us. Hopefully
It
have you on.
was, yes, it was such a great pleasure to have you, like to talk to you, Dunia, here, and fantastic conversation. Thank you so much.
We'll connect again shortly and hopefully have you once again on as a PLA guest on the
Mhm.
podcast.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Wishing everyone a lovely evening, and we'll catch each other for another PLA podcast episode.
Bye for now.